Hi there smartphone fans, welcome back for another review. And I know there's a lot of Nokia fans out there. Nokia have been making a steady comeback into the smartphone world with a few really good phones. But if you want to know, in my opinion, which one is the best one yet, I suggest you keep watching my full Nokia 8.1 or X7 in-depth review. Here Nokia are gunning for a mid-priced phone with as much as they can offer you bang for the buck. This comes with the Carl Zeiss Optics IMX363 including optical image stabilization, and it does come with an HDR enabled display. The build quality is really good on this phone. It feels very solid. There's a huge thick metal rim all over the sides of the phone, and the buttons are probably one of the best I've ever seen in this price range. And the Nokia 8.1 also comes with a headphone jack, that's right, and a back fingerprint scanner, also Face ID unlock. The phone's display is a 6.2 inches and it does come with a notch. It's a very beautiful phone and it has protective glass on the front and back, but it's not Gorilla Glass, it's a NEG protection glass. Inside the package, Nokia also offer a quick charger, a USB Type-C cable, and really nice a silicone back for it. The charger charges the whole phone in around an hour and 40 minutes, and you get around 50% charge in around 40 minutes of charging, which is a really good standard considering the price range. The phone isn't heavy at all, it's 180 grams, feels very solid in the hand. It's not the thinnest, but it's definitely not the thickest, at around 8.2 millimeters. The camera protrudes a bit more than people might like, but it's still within acceptable ranges. And now onto the hardware inside. This is powered by the Snapdragon 710. The phone has 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of onboard storage, and it has a 3500 mAh battery. All the benchmark scores were pretty good, except for the storage score, which was abysmally low for a $300 device. I'm talking about $100 worth of storage here, but what's really great about this phone, battery life. At this 3500 mAh battery, it's such a huge display, this phone can do around 10 hours of screen on time on a single charge, and it does come with L1 security DRM, which means you can watch Netflix 1080p no problem, unlike with some other Chinese phones. What about real life performance? Nokia 8.1 and the Snapdragon 710 don't disappoint, but they don't overachieve as well. Nokia 8.1 is considered by me a decently fast phone, but it won't win any speed awards. It's not sluggish, but don't go expecting like a OnePlus 6 or even a OnePlus 5 type of performance, because the 710 is not as fast as an 835, and I've even tested some Snapdragon 660 devices that feel faster than this. But where does the Nokia 8.1 really good at? With just 4 GB of RAM, Nokia 8.1 is able to do one of the best multitasking experience I have ever faced, with around 20-25 apps open in the background. The phone wouldn't reload any of them. So really sweet RAM management here. This device came with the November security patch. There haven't been any updates, but Nokia have definitely said that Nokia 8.1 is getting Android Pie pretty soon. So all of you like Android purists out there who love your stock Android, who love getting kind of regular updates and definitely need Android Pie in their phones, this is perhaps one of the best solutions here on the market today. Next up is the user interface. Because this is the Nokia X7 and it's absolutely the same as the Nokia X1, there is one small difference with the Chinese version of this device. This doesn't come with an app drawer, but everything else will be exactly the same in Nokia 8.1 in the West. I didn't feel missing an app drawer. This phone also supports multi-language, and it does support all the Google Play services. All you just have to do is install it from the app market Nokia provide. So this is absolutely the same experience as people will get in the West, sans the app drawer that is. It's nice also to see that Nokia still have an FM radio model inside, but what's missing here is the NFC chip, which is really strange because even Nokia 5 and Nokia 3 phones have NFC, and this will not get NFC even in the West, by the way. Great feature, the display supports ambient display. You can get like light up on notifications, and you can forego the on-screen keys in favor of gesture navigations and gestures being absolutely mimicking the on-screen key, so it's very straightforward to use. This is actually the first time I've seen somebody try this with the screen gestures, and it's if you're a newbie to like gesture-oriented phones, this will probably be the best way to do it. And of course, Nokia can also provide you with a way to display the notch if you don't want it. As I mentioned, this is the Chinese ROM, but it's still a multi-language device. It supports pretty much all the languages everybody needs, so like French, Chinese, Japanese, Thailand, like Russian, even Macedonian, my own Bulgarian are also in there. Next up, I want to talk more about the display. The 6.2 inches HDR enabled IPS display on the Nokia 8.1 is an absolutely marvelous display. It can beat any AMOLED in the mid-range pricing with really great contrasts, very vibrant colors, not HDR support, which is missing in a lot of AMOLEDs as well, and really good sunlight visibility. The display gets very bright, and on top of that, it doesn't lose any of its color saturation, which is really good. I absolutely loved using this display for anything, and I have a lot of people asking me if this is a Super AMOLED when they saw me with it. And I can see why they're confused, because this is an absolutely amazing panel. This is what we all should be getting around $300 in our phone. I don't care if it's an AMOLED at this price. I want this display to be as good as Nokia 8.1. Really stunning display. If the display on the phone is the dominant thing you're looking to buy at this price range currently, I don't think there is a better display to buy than one in the Nokia 8.1. The HDR support makes everything come to life. You see all the shadows and no detail is hidden from your eyes, even if there's light behind it. But again, the content has to support it. Now on to gaming. I gotta tell you, this isn't the best Snapdragon 710 device I've seen gaming, and I've seen it beat by a lot of Snapdragon 660 devices. You can't expect to play the most demanding games at really high settings, but around mid to high end it should be okay with a few frame drops. But what does this phone do really well? It's battery life and thermals. Nokia 8.1 and Snapdragon 710 are the best longevity gaming chip right now on the market. You get pretty good graphics, almost as close to Snapdragon 845, and you get around 30 to 40% better battery life. So Nokia 8.1 with around 3500 mAh of battery can do around 5, even up to 6 hours of non-stop gaming on a full charge with this massive 6.2 inch display. And this is something you don't get at this price with that gaming performance. Even though it's not best in class, it's still very good. Now onto the cameras, and this is where the big point of this phone is. It does have high-end sensors, the Sony IMX363, which includes optical image stabilization. This is the only phone below $300 with this high-end cameras and with optical image stabilization. If you don't know, OIS means more stable video and better low-light photos because it reduces shakiness. The phone can do 4K video with the main camera and 1080p with the front camera. This is 1080p slow motion and it looks really good. The video quality on this phone is really something. The Full HD video is very stable, the focusing is absolutely spot on, you move on very close to object, it focuses absolutely immediately, and the sound quality is one of the best I've seen. The 4K video does not feature optical image stabilization, but is still pretty okay and not very shaky, and the details, sound and color production are absolutely flagship, worthy like $500 plus. But on to the photos. As I said, this is probably as good, if not better, than around anything that is built around $350–60. It can even compete with phones like the Mi 8 and the OnePlus 6 when it comes to quality. It takes pictures really fast. In good lighting conditions, this is absolutely toe-to-toe with any flagship device right now on the market, and this is pretty darn good for a sub-$300 phone. Well lit indoor conditions, absolutely the same. Massive amounts of detail, really fast shutter speed, absolutely great exposure. The phone does have the AI image software recognition, but it, besides adding some saturation, really doesn't do all that much. The front camera is perhaps the lesser good of the two, but it's still really good within that price, and I would say it's up there with one of the best there is. Moving into low light, the optical image stabilization kicks in and you get much better photos than any phone at that price, especially like the Pocophone F1. So overall, the Nokia 8.1 is a darn good camera phone at absolutely any conditions, even in like almost zero light indoor and outdoor environments. It absolutely delivers stellar performance for this price, and I absolutely recommend this phone as a really thumbs up camera phone at this low price. So the Nokia 8.1 for me is an absolute must buy for anybody looking for the best display, best rear camera, and one of the best battery lives at this price point, which is slightly below $300. But if you're looking for the best selfie phone or the best gaming phone in terms of performance and high-end graphics, you won't find the Nokia 8.1. This has been it for my Nokia 8.1 full review. Give the video a thumbs up if you like it, share it so that your friends can watch it, and of course there is a link to buy Nokia 8.1 below the video if you're interested to do so. This has been Stephen Fox, peace out.